Iggy and Spike come in and tell them that the brothers are heading towards the desert. Cooper rages at them for being rubbish, and decides that the only way to ensure their success is to evolve their minds so that they become camp and annoying sesquipedalianists.
A what?
Well, they're obnoxiously erudite.
Come again?
They use long words.
Why didn't you just say that?
I did, but I am sad to say that your lexicon is as diminutive as you are. Daisy has been summoned by Lena, who talks a lot about something, but seems to say nothing. I think she just wants to brag that when she gets the rock, she'll take over the world. She doesn't need Daisy to do it, while Cooper is convinced that Daisy is the only one who can measure the dimensions.
Haha, fuck your hand!
Meanwhile, Cooper is talking to the policeman about redoubling his efforts to round up the Mario brothers. He does this while someone, somewhere, is getting a lot of extra lives.
To see the humanness de-evolve, won't it? What is it that...
And while holding a super scope, as you do. Lena and Cooper then speak through a tunnel of fire, a la Harry Potter.
It's the best way. And here we have a scene that, oddly, paints Cooper not just as a creep, but as a paedophile.
And you know what they say about little girls.
Oh god, that's a bad tongue. I don't want to know what he's going to do with it.
Take her away. I'll need to use her later.
Let's just skip along. I've got nothing.
Well, at least we know why he keeps kidnapping Peach. Iggy and Spike, despite being geniuses, can't seem to work a car and end up getting kidnapped by Mario and Luigi. They propose a truce and offer to give Daisy back if they can have the rock. They determine Bertha, that fat woman, stole the rock because she seems to be the only fat woman in the city. This leads to them stealing a dump truck and...
Wait, why did they steal the dump truck? Iggy and Spike are Cooper's cousins. Surely they have the authority and can just commandeer one.
In a bid to get the rock back, Mario and Luigi dress up in stupid clothes so as to fail at blending in at a club. Mario flirts with Bertha and ends up dancing with her so he can reclaim the rock.
This scene, can we watch all of it?
No, I don't want my runtime to get too long.
Oh, can I borrow the DVD later then?
Why?
Oh, no reason.
Okay. So, moving on, Mario gets the rock back just as the police break in. They promptly lose the rock to Lena, but they do manage to escape thanks to Bertha giving them some jumping boots. And don't ask what happens to the jumping boots after this scene, because they don't use them again until much later, and even then only Luigi uses them. Cooper then walks in on the Fungal King, who retracts his big ball thing.
It's his fungus dick. He's put it away because he's ashamed.
Barry! Cooper gloats about how awesome he is.
My god, he's dripping. It is his dick.
Ew, you're right.
Okay, I just want to clear something that's been bugging me this whole time. Why, for most of this movie, has Luigi been wearing red and Mario, up until this moment, wearing green?
I don't know.
Haven't you got some sort of theory at this point?
None. It's like they're inept Power Rangers. That's all I've got. Funny you should mention their clothes, though, because they end up at Cooper's HQ and mess with the heating system in an attempt to freeze the tower. At this point, they reach into the locker and find their famous uniforms.
That's it? That's the big reveal?
Yes, that's it.
Bit anticlimactic, isn't it?
No! It's brilliant! Also around this time, Cooper orders a pizza while holding a gun to the screen. As we shall see, Cooper develops a habit of needlessly gesticulating with a gun.
Hold the mammal, no worms, and spicy.
I wonder what makes it spicy.
Fire flowers, I guess.
Yeah! That's why he learned to breathe fire. Oh god, I'm doing it again.
Mario and Luigi get in a lift, while Spike and Iggy get arrested. This is another challenging scene, because not once have they been shown as good guys, but now they are just good guys. You know, the brilliant subtleties of the writing in this movie still haven't yet yielded all of their secrets to me. This could call for another viewing.
No!
Disappointed in you, cousins.
Fascist, oppressor of the proletariat.
Aha! They call Cooper oppressor of the proletariat. He is a communist.
Well, there we go.
And I guess that's why the Cooper kids must already be born. He wouldn't name his kids after traitors.
Bingo! Suddenly, Cooper loses his mind and Lena decides to go and kill Daisy. Meanwhile, in the lift, Luigi makes the Goombas dance, allowing them to escape.
Why?
Don't question the dancing.
Well, at least I guess we know now where they got their skills for that Mario Dance Mat game on the GameCube.
It is at this point that Toad brings tongues to Daisy, who reveals that she is a vegetarian because she doesn't eat anything with a face.
But she's descended from plant life.
By God, you're right. Does that mean she's a cannibal?
I think it does.
Oh God, this just gets darker and darker. Lena busts in and tries to kill Daisy, but Yoshi saves her the only way that he knows how. Unfortunately, Lena stabs him.
In the throat!
What Lena doesn't know, however, is that Yoshi cannot die. He just runs back and forth until somebody calms him down. While trying to escape, Daisy bumps into Iggy and Spike, and Toad gets set on fire. They lead Daisy to her father, saying how they've been her most loyal supporters and have been with the king since his demise.
Wait, what? They didn't even know who Daisy was till they found her in Brooklyn. And the king isn't even dead, he's just a devolved fungus.
Daisy, I think this may come as something of a shock. Daisy?
They show Daisy the king, and she takes it rather well. Oh, king!
Behold my throbbing fungal cock.
He's just met his daughter for the first time and he does that.
He's happy to see her. What's acceptable in the Mushroom Kingdom is very different to our society. Well, most of it.
Either way, she seems entirely calm about her father being a devolved fungal mass. Mario and Luigi engage in hijinks while Daisy gets on the communication system with a gun and gets an extra life. She tells Mario and Luigi where she is, and they go to find her. While this is going on, Koopa finds out that Lena has already prepared the troops to go to the other side and devolve the mammals on Earth with their superscopes. Koopa is enraged, and he realizes that Lena must have the rock, so he orders her arrest. Mario and Luigi then find Daisy, who introduces them to the king.
Come on, Dad. Get your cock out for my friends here. There you go.
He's awfully forward, isn't he? But then he is the king. Mario suddenly remembers Daniela, and that he was going to take her to WrestleMania.
Is she alright?
Daniela! I promised to take her to WrestleMania.
And one wonders if Captain Lou Albano would be there, thus creating some form of time paradox. As they leave the king's chamber, Daisy is kidnapped again, this time with Luigi.
And Daisy calls Cooper a murderer, which is just stupid really, because the king isn't dead.
Some of this movie's sublime subtleties are lost on you, aren't they?
Explain them to me.
No. Lena is seen leaving a station and...
Ah, but it's not a station.
What?
It's an Asian, see?
Oh yes, just one of those many peculiarities of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Not shoddy filmmaking then.
Hush your whore mouth! Lena gets arrested while Mario rescues Daniela and the girls. Now we see why they made the building cold. So they could engage in a cool running scene and foreshadow Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympics. This is such a prophetic movie. Meanwhile, Cooper gets the stone and prepares to send his troops to Earth. Just in time, Mario floats majestically into Cooper, allowing the good guys to grab some more jumping shoes, powered, oddly enough, by bullet bills. Luigi and Daisy get free, as Mario starts to have a showdown with Cooper. Luigi urges Mario to trust the fungus.
So he tears some up and uses it as a swinging vine. Looks more like he'll piss the fungus off. And while this is going on, Lena seems to be wandering about performing violent got-your-nose tricks.
Mario climbs around Cooper's bucket, which obviously inspired his flying clown thing, and kicks Cooper in the back of the head, making him drop the rock. Lena catches it, but falls into electricity. Yet she somehow survives, just with crazy hair, and runs off with it. Luigi and Daisy decide to stop her and call on the other girls to follow them, prompting this.
Oh, yeah! Luigi Mario. What, you got a problem with that?
I don't got a problem.
This is the beginning of Luigi's secondary role. Everybody knows Mario, but nobody knows Luigi. He's already harbouring the resentment that allows him to become Mr. L in Super Paper Mario. Lena tries to merge the worlds.
That blue glow looks a lot like the one you see on the Nintendo Wii.
See? Prophesizing! By this point, Mario has a bomb,
Well, at least they got that bit right.
which he releases towards Koopa. He's pretending to have the rock so Koopa won't shoot him. The bomb falls though, and Koopa realises that he can force Mario to hand it over. Little does he know, the bomb is still walking. Lena is still trying to merge the dimensions while the girls are jumping through to get home. When she successfully inserts the rock, however, she is completely killed.
Yikes.
Man, she sure makes an impression.
She sure makes an impression. That sick bastard deserves being second rate to Mario.
Daisy realises that only she can withstand the force of the meteor, so she gets Luigi to help.
I'm the only person who can survive this crazy electricity. Hey, Luigi, get the rock out for me. Kay, thanks, babes.
The dimensions start to merge, and Koopa realises that Mario is bluffing. They borrow effects from Sands of Time and end up in our world. For some reason, film crews are there and look on as Koopa tries to devolve Mario, who heroically dives aside and Scapelli gets hit.
This scene is actually disturbing. Scapelli has been devolved to a chimp, forcing tragedy on his friends and family, and everyone else just laughs. There's no shock at the magic, just laughing. Luigi's cruel bastardy is obviously catchy.
The important thing is that it proves my Goomba theory. Mario is saved from devolution by some fungus, as Luigi gets the rock out, bringing Mario and Koopa back to the Mushroom Kingdom. The bomb works its way along as Toad gives Luigi and Daisy 2 super scopes. Luigi is then given the rocket boots by Bertha, and he dual wields his way over to Mario like a boss. They double team Koopa, turning him into a reject from Hellraiser, just as the bomb goes off, dropping him back into his bucket.
Where's your bathroom?
Just that way, why?
I feel the need to drown myself in sorrow.
No, I'm not dragging your dead body out of my flat. Anyway, they continue to blast Koopa, devolving him further and further until he turns into goo and smashes on the floor. All is now fine, and the previously anarchistic residents of the town are now peace-loving goodies. The king magically turns back to human form, and the Mario brothers go home. 3 weeks later, the brothers appear on Luigi's favourite TV show.
Ruthless dictator.
Amplified to the max.
I'd call them the Super Mario Brothers.
And there they have their name for future games. Suddenly, Daisy appears and calls them back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and the story is complete.
Okay, I see some of the things that you're pointing out, but Koopa died, and nowhere in the Mario games looks like the locations in that film.
O ye of little faith, what we have seen in the film shows that Koopa favours technology, but he also has magic. No doubt after his defeat, Koopa still had loyalists, and one of those would have been Magic Koopa. Seeing as Koopa didn't actually die, but was devolved to slime, it makes sense that Magic Koopa would be able to re-evolve him into the dinosaur form that we know, just as the King of the Mushroom Kingdom evolved himself back to human form.
Okay, but what about the world?
Well, sure, in the film we see that the world is just a desert, but in the early games it is quite clear that the Mushroom Kingdom is just empty fields with a few homes and a few old castles around. They were clearly just rebuilding after Koopa's reign of terror.
And then I guess just for laughs, Magic Koopa turned everyone into the floating blocks.
What?
Yeah, he did, really. Right, you go into the manual for the original Super Mario Brothers for the NES. It does actually say that King Koopa turned all the Mushroom Kingdom residents into the floating blocks that you see in the game.
Then yes, I suppose. Any more questions?
No, I guess it kind of makes sense.